Hi, it's Alexis. I am an expert in relationship recovery. I can help you get back with your ex. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 signs that can tell you if your ex is seeing someone. But before we start, I just wanted to mention that that's a very common question that we get amongst our clients, whether their ex is seeing someone or not. Just one thing to be very positive. If your ex is seeing someone, it doesn't mean it's the end of your relationship. It just means maybe they need some space, maybe they need some to seduce again, to get back the energy, but it doesn't mean it's over. I always say love doesn't evaporate or doesn't disappear from one day to another. It's always there. So be confident. Don't freak out if they're seeing someone. Well, let's start with the first sign. The first sign is social media, the activity on social media. I remember when I was single, I was very much active on social media. I was liking photos, videos, I was posting a lot, commenting a lot, because I wanted to be out there. And as soon as I started to be in a relationship, I stopped being so active on the social media. Firstly, because you don't want anything that you do on social media to be interpreted in a way where your partner could be jealous. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that I think when you see someone, you're more balanced, and then you don't need to prove or to do anything on social media, show off basically. So that's the first thing. On this one, I would urge you not to stalk too much your ex. And I know, I'm pretty sure 99% of people watching this video already did that. It's natural. Don't be ashamed of that. Everybody does that. It's just that be careful not to overdo it, because it's going to make you very, very sad. It's going to make you turn you crazy as well. So don't overdo it. Just check from now and then the activity, and if there's a change in activity. The second one is friends. And on this one, there's also a caveat that friends, you could hear someone saying that I've seen someone seeing your ex at a cafe or at a party. It doesn't necessarily mean that your ex is seeing someone, but friends could also report some activities from your ex. On this one, a tip. If it's the start of your breakup, I would really recommend you to ask your friends not to talk about what they've done or what they've seen of your ex, because similar to stalking, it's going to make you unhappy, and you might interpret things. You will always see the extreme things where you shouldn't. So I guess for a couple of weeks, ask your friends not to mention your ex. They would understand, and it will really help for you to be more confident and more grounded. The third sign that your ex is seeing someone is the tension or the arguments that you might have had in the past sort of diminished, and you don't have the same noise or the same passion than before. And that could mean that your ex is actually seeing someone, because she or he is transferring all that emotion, all that passion to someone else. So some people might think, okay, we argue less, the WhatsApp or the messages we exchange are less bitter, so things seem to be back to normal, and I'm this close to getting her back or him back. Well, actually, in some cases, it's because that person is seeing someone else, and so she or he has all that emotion and passion towards that person. And the last thing is what we call the swing effect of love and hate. Again, you could have a very difficult breakup with a lot of hate, arguments, and things you say that are quite bad. And at some point, it disappears because maybe he or she is seeing someone, and that feeling, maybe not love, but that feeling of seeing that person will really calm that person down and transfer it to you, towards you. There's a story, I'm not into, I wouldn't recommend to cheat, I hate this, never cheated on my wife, but one example is of a friend of mine who cheated on his girlfriend at that time. And when he was like cheating on his girlfriend with his girlfriend next to him in the living room, and when he got back in the living room, he was so full of joy and love, and with his actual girlfriend, it was really weird because he was just with another girl like 10 minutes before. Super weird. He obviously loved the thrill and the excitement of that, and again, I'm not preaching you should do that, that's awful, but I'm not judging him. But it's interesting, it's a very good example of a swing state of hate and love. So these are the 5 signs. No, sorry, the last sign is the look. Is the appearance. You might see that your ex is now dressing differently. If it's a woman, she wears makeup. She wears dress where before she was only wearing jeans or sweatpants. And if it's a boy, like he's trim his beard or went to the hairdresser, or all these kind of things that could tell you that now that person is trying to be more seductive and is sort of in a seduction mode, and that's a good sign that the person is starting to see someone. So what I want to conclude, and really for you to remember, is not to fall in that crazy paranoiac thing of stalking your ex or really want to know everything, or and also not to be too desperate if that person is seeing someone. I just want to end a note on saying that maybe it's a bit extreme, but just for you to realize. I was speaking with a psychologist the other day, and he was telling me, well, maybe it's a good thing that your ex, that an ex is seeing someone, if it makes her happy. And what you want to achieve for your ex, the love of your life, someone you wanted to raise a kid and have a family, you just want the best for that person. Well, maybe at this moment in time, what makes him or her happy would be to have a break and see someone else. It's very extreme, but at the end of the day, just always to remember, if you love that person, you need to think what makes him or her happy. And again, I want to be very positive. Do not think that if your ex is seeing someone, that's the end of the world, that's the end of the relationship, and you will never get her or him back. That's not the case. We coached hundreds of people, and I can guarantee you that an ex having an affair, seeing someone, it's definitely not the end of the world. I would argue that actually the majority of cases, actually mostly 80 or 85% of the people who've seen someone are actually getting back with the ex. It's how you approach the recovery that's very crucial, not the fact that your ex is seeing someone. Well, I hope it was really helpful. I would really love to get your comments and thoughts. And if maybe there's another sign that I missed, please feel free to comment below. Like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.